Hi, this is Natalie Rydstrom from SBR Picks. Premier League's key match takes place on Sunday between Manchester United and Chelsea at Old Trafford. Now, with Chelsea top of the league right now and coming from an incredible 6-0 Champions League victory against Maribor, they could be a tough cookie to crack. Today's guest is Lee Phelps, host for William Hill's In Play Radio. Lee, welcome to the show.
Hi, Natalie.
Now, this really seems like it's Chelsea's year, both in the Premier League and the Champions League. Unfortunately, the same can't be said about Manchester United, who have yet to win a match on the road. They are a stronger team, though, at home, but will Chelsea be too tough an opponent, do you think?
Yep, definitely. Move on to the next game. No, Chelsea far too strong for Manchester United at the moment. I mean, I like to look at stats. I mean, I've been watching Manchester United a lot recently and really looking at them to see when the time comes that we can start to trust them. I don't think it's come yet. I mean, the two home performances against West Ham and Everton weren't convincing. Won the games, fair play, but they were really under the cosh in the second half. I've looked back at the stats, Natalie, from the last season Sir Alex Ferguson was in charge when they played West Ham and Everton. And I know the different teams, but West Ham didn't have as many shots in that season. Everton didn't have anywhere near as many shots. Manchester United allowed Everton 6 shots on target, allowed West Ham 4 shots on target. They had fewer shots on target themselves, Man United, which is unheard of at home, and only 1 shot on target in each of the second halves against those teams. Now, I've looked into that because if they allow Chelsea that many shots on their goal, Chelsea will beat them 3-1. Because Chelsea's defence is much better than Everton's, much better than West Ham's. I can see no way that Manchester United's defence and midfield, defensive midfield I mean by that, can live with what Chelsea offer. They've got strength in depth. They had an easy week midweek. They strolled past Maribor. I mean, it was like a training session at times. Look, barring a miracle, I think Chelsea are just a fantastic bet to win this weekend.
Well, so that brings me to the question is because I'm on your line of thinking here, why Chelsea are priced 2.5 here at Paddy Power, 3 for Manchester United and 3.5 for the draw here. So the Chelsea win 2.5 looks an incredible bet. Why are they priced so high though?
Well, last year, when Jose Mourinho just started his new job at Chelsea, they went to Old Trafford when David Moyes was in charge, and he really went defensive against them and looked like he'd set up not to lose. Now, I always thought last season that maybe as the season unfolded and we all realised that Manchester United weren't the force they were, I wonder if Jose Mourinho had kind of thought to himself, I wish I'd been more attacking in that game. It didn't really matter in the end anyway, but I think this season, maybe the bookmakers are thinking he'll go with a similar setup, not to lose the game. I can't see that. I mean, it's another man to challenge himself against Louis van Gaal, well-respected, world-renowned manager. I think Mourinho's kept the same formation, all the way through the season. He's just tinkered it slightly, and when they've played a big team, he's been a little bit more defensive. But that 4-2-3-1 formation, it is so strong, so solid. It's moving so well. You can either have Hazard behind the front man, you can have Oscar, who's playing very well, you can have Fabregas, of course, or Fabregas can drop in and protect the defensive line with Matic. There's just so many options there. Manchester United can't deal with, Hull or West Brom or Burnley or West Ham at the moment. How can they deal with Chelsea? I just don't see it myself, and I think it's one of the bets of the season so far, personally, Chelsea to win this game.
I know, right, yeah. Well, Chelsea has scored the most so far. That's 23 to date, yet only conceded 8. Manchester themselves have been good finding the back of the net. Their problem does lie in their defence. And I think what we are looking, I think this spells goals here. The over 2.5 goals is priced at 1.87. But another way here to play it is Chelsea and Chelsea's total goals to be over 1.5, and that's priced 2.3. If West Brom could get 2 goals past Man United's defence, surely Chelsea can. So Chelsea's total goals over 1.5, priced at 2.3, seems another great bet for this match. What do you think?
Yeah, you should be on this end of the camera because that is a great bet. I mean, as you say, how can they not do that? If West Brom, I know West Brom, were at home, but still Everton scored a goal against Man United and should have really scored 2. West Ham should have scored more than 1 goal against Man United. We don't know if Costa's going to be fit at the moment. He didn't play in the Champions League. Remy came on, scored the goal, had to go off injured. Drogba came on. So they are a little bit short up front at the moment. But it wouldn't be a big surprise if Costa suddenly was miraculously fit and played at Old Trafford. If Costa plays, that is a fantastic bet that you've just quoted there. Even if Remy plays, I still think it's a good bet. Even if Drogba plays, I still think it's a good bet because lesser strikers, and no disrespect, lesser strikers have scored against Manchester United this season. I think there'll be goals, like you say. I mean, Chelsea have conceded 6 away from home, which is, it's nowhere near the top of the table in terms of goals conceded away from home. So they're conceding as well. I think they're starting to tighten up a little bit, though. Chelsea did concede that late goal to Palace, though, didn't they? So I think both teams will score. I think it could be over 3.5 goals. I think Chelsea will win. So any combination of those bets, I really like. But my favourite would probably be Chelsea to win and both teams to score.
All right, then. So there you have it. Lee Phelps, thanks for joining us today.
No problem.
The SBR network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the SportsBook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.